Hello and welcome, I am Gary and Reaver and these are my top operators of 2024. Last time I went through the first four classes, Vanguards, Guards, Defenders and Snipers, so go check out that video if you haven't seen it already. And this time I'm going through the other four, Casters, Medics, Supporters and Specialists, as well as the special category of overall top operator of 2024. Casters. This is a bit of a large one because casters are beginning to overtake snipers as my most used ranged operators. We have Aroma. This is again in alphabetical order. Aroma is one who was added relatively recently, but I just really like her. She's adorable. I did a little video about how much she talks about bubbles. She's not phenomenally useful, same type as Ifrit, so very situational. Asgen. She is an incredibly expensive chain caster, I believe, is her archetype. And she's pretty good. Like, if you can afford the DP cost, she is worth using and is fantastic against groups. And has a really, really cool design. Kaobi, she's one I only recently leveled up. Like, she's been stuck at E1 max for ages. But she appeared in some reclamation algorithm, which I've been playing a lot, as you might have guessed. Guides for that, and turns out she's actually really powerful. Like, she's always been talked up, but I've never really understood it, and yeah, now I sort of do. Next is Click. Click is sort of my go-to 4-star caster. She is really powerful. Like, for a 4-star especially, so in the roguelike modes or anything like that where I need a low-cost caster that I can rely on, Click is the one I go for every time. Then there is Eyjafjalla. Oh, Eya, she's so adorable. And until the release of Logos, she was probably the most powerful, well, she was the most powerful caster in the game, which has now been surpassed. She is still a fantastic caster and one of my favourite operators in the entire game. And the last caster is Golden Glow. I did not get Logos, so I have no idea really how he plays, and Golden Glow is adorable. And the artist, I believe Nami is the name of the artist of Golden Glow, is so active, constantly like praising the characters and showing so much love for the community. It's really nice, which is probably why Golden Glow's had so many outfits in such a short time, really. Like, if you look at the merch and stuff, Golden Glow and other Nami characters get a massive push, which is just really cool. Just Golden Glow's an adorable operator. Pretty damn powerful as a caster as well. And my caster of 2024 is Golden Glow. Although Eya is probably my favourite caster, well, she is my favourite caster and the one I rely on the most, Golden Glow is really sort of proven herself to be very, very useful. Her skill 2 gives her a massive range after a bit of time, and as I said, the outfit's adorable, fantastic all round. Next is Medics. I don't often think much about the Medics. I tend to stick to, or I thought I stuck to one or two that really worked for me, but doing these alternate game modes like the roguelikes and Reclamation has made me try out more, and that's just been pretty good. So in alphabetical order we have Ealta, which is the Eya the Fidaska, I believe. I just call it Ealta. She's really, really cute. It's Eya again, which is always nice. She's very powerful. I tend to use, I think, skill 2 or skill 1 or 2. I don't remember which. The one with the bell. And that's the one I rely on. She's very capable and good at getting rid of status effects. Hibiscus. This is the original Hibiscus. And the only reason she's in here, really, is because I finally got the Night Watcher outfit. Like, the Night Watcher outfit was released, I think, just before I started playing the game, and for like 4 years I've been waiting for it to come back, and it has, because it is one of the best outfits in the game, and now I've got it, which is really good. So Hibiscus is in here, in the running. Nightingale. She's another one I took ages to level up, but when I sort of found out how powerful she was, I now use her a fair bit. She's a great AoE medic. Her deployable, which draws fire, can be very, very helpful against like some really nasty enemies, and that just makes her a pretty good all-round medic. Pure Stream, one of my favourite operators again. You'll notice they're popping up a fair bit in these lists. She's adorable. I love her art. I love her themes. She's pretty good with the wide AoE. The point is, she's a very good all-rounder, and if I need a 4-star, I will usually go for Pure Stream. Shining, the original medic really that carried me through most of this game. Her ability to generate a shield is fantastic. She's an incredibly powerful, solid 6-star medic. And finally, Silence. I love her design, particularly the winter outfit she has. That looks fantastic. I can't remember what it's called, Frost or something. And her ability to generate a drone and cover an area beyond her normal range is really helpful for like burst healing or healing someone who only sometimes needs it, that kind of thing. Very useful. And my choice of medic operator of 2024 is Ealta. It's Aya, she's adorable, she's very useful, very powerful, and just adorable in general. Next up is supporters, and this is actually the smallest category I have because supporters are probably my least used class in Arknights. There are only the 3 options for this. The first one is Roberta, who is, again, one of my favourites. She's an artificer, so she can hold a lane. If I'm doing a roguelike and I need a supporter to pull guard duty, I will pick Roberta. Next is Skalta, Skadi's altar, Skadi the Corrupting Heart. I don't much like her original design, but I believe the 2 outfits, I think it's, the 2 outfits they've released for her are both fantastic. She is also incredibly powerful. I've sort of only really come to understand how useful she can be with her, like the effects of her skills and her passives and stuff. I thought she was more like Sora, but she is much more useful than Sora. Sorry, Sora. And the third one is Sora. No, I'm kidding. It's Suzerain, who is, again, one of my favourites. I usually use her with the, I think it's Childhood Frolic, I think is the name of the skill, the one which causes her to, after a while, hit 3 targets simultaneously. That's really useful. But for some reason, I've just been using her with the healing one, which seems to be what most people use her with. And it's alright, it's not bad by any means. I prefer the hit 3 things at once, because I tend to see her more as a damage dealer than a healer. And my pick for supporter of 2024 is Suzerain. While Skulter is great, Suzerain is the one I use the most. Skulter is good for particular strategies. Suzerain is just all-round very, very helpful. And the last category before the final is Specialist. I also don't use Specialists often in normal levels, but I've found that they're very, very useful in IS and Reclamation Algorithm. And because of that, I've been using them more. So the 4 we have here are Ascalon. I was really looking forward to her because I'd seen a bit of art of her before, like, it was even announced that she was going to be an operator, and it's like, wow, she looks really cool. And although she does, I just don't find her as useful as I thought I would. Next is Ayla, who was one of the characters I tended to play when I used to play Rainbow Six, so I was looking forward to her being in this. Her skill is quite useful. She's another one like the really powerful burst damage types. And yeah, she's just a useful sort of sniper alternative. Kirara. She's actually the ambusher that I tend to use the most, particularly in IS where I don't need to worry about healing her. And she sort of came into her own in that game mode when early on she wasn't really regarded as particularly good. Even so, I love her design, I love the character, most of the character, and some aspects of her character I'm not that keen on, but anyway, she's just really cool. And the last one is Tex Alter, Texas the Omatersa. Omatersa? I think it's Omatersa. It's not Omerta, is it? Anyway, Tex Alter. I tend to call them by the nicknames, that's why I'm never 100% certain of what their actual names are called. She is, as far as I'm concerned, the best fast redeploy. While I will also use Yato and Red and Gravel for various roles, Tex Alter is what I consider to be the best of them. And my winner for Specialist of 2024 is Tex Alter. She's the one I use the most of them. I use her all the time in Reclamation. I will even use her in IS, and I use her occasionally in normal levels as well. So overall, really helpful. And the final category is the overall top operator of 2024. For this, it is limited to the winners of the individual categories. So that was Myrtle, Dagenbrecher, Mudrock, wis'adel, Golden Glow, Ealta, Suzerain, and Tex Alta. I've just noticed there are quite a few altars in there. I guess there's a bit of power creep going on with how useful they make the altars. Anyway, my overall winner is based on who has impacted my playstyle the most, who has really allowed me to do things I don't think I would have been able to do without them. And my overall winner of Top Operator of 2024 is Dagonbreaker. I expect a lot of people expected wis'adel, and while she is really useful, I genuinely find Dagon more helpful. She's great at resource gathering, she's great at burst damage, I can drop her in, she can take on bosses, she can take on iron ore, she can take on virtually anything. And those are my picks for Top Operators of 2024. Please let me know in the comments who your top operators were. I would love to hear your lists of operators and why you like them. Maybe I'll find some more that I didn't know were worth trying. Here's to another year of Arknights. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my other Arknights videos, and I will catch you later.